subject, addressing family matters with my two eldest sons, Austin Conacher and Kyle Conacher. This is your father, Michael Conacher. Today is Friday, April 3, 2020. It's about 3:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm standing where there's a stream flowing, and I'm video recording and audio recording in 2 dimensions of audio recording. Let's see. Austin and Kyle, your mom told me she appreciated the lifestyle that I provided her and the marriage that she experienced, and she was done. She decided she's done. Thanks, I'm done. Doesn't work that way in marriage. So, what are we gonna do? We have to address the truth of the matter, because if I went back in time to when I first met your mother, it was I first started to get to know your mom in 1998. No, is that right? No, 1988. 1988. And if I went back in time and if everything else was the same, and let's say she didn't know what I knew at that point. So I went back in time when she was there, okay? And when I asked her a question, such as who else, and she's like, let's talk about it later. And she then insisted on that. And then actually she just let it go, because that's actually wasn't the purpose of me telling her my baggage. I've told your mom the worst there is to know about me. And in 2014, I told her that. I says, the worst there is to know about me. She says, no, there could be worse. So let's do this. Let's put on a worldwide search. Let's find out the truth. What is actually worse than what your mom already knows? And let's get it on the table. Red coming off the sun in the circles. That was a purple one. So, what do we do? So, going back in time, I would marry your mom. I would marry your mom again, knowing everything that I know. The only difference would be is I would ask more pointed questions. I would be celebrating love, holding the whole truth. And I would know if she's not going to be honest with me, then I'm not going to marry her. I'll know that, because if she's not going to be honest about these things that I know, then no, that's a game changer. I can't marry somebody that's not going to be honest with me, because your mom promised to be true to me in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. Your mother promised to love me and honor me all the days of her life. And to whatever degree I failed on my end of that same deal, let it be properly addressed. I've been honest with your mom. I share an honest relationship with your mom. And now I know she lies to me and my children. And that can't be allowed. I'm not going to allow that. This is my house she married into. She married into my Divine Order household. I've treated your mom as the queen of my life on earth here. And she knows that Mary, our mother, is our ultimate queen. But Mary, my mother, is not my wife. She's my mother. And Tom Vendetti thinks she's his wife, so I don't know about him. Anyway, I'm talking about C.T. Mona and Mona Lisa and this Mona Lisa in Pakistan, and then Tom Vendetti tells me he has his own Mona Lisa now as the Mother of God, so he doesn't need the Mona Lisa in Pakistan. I never made a connection between the Mother of God and the Mona Lisa in Pakistan, other than somebody that was aspiring to do something holy. Anyway, let's get back on track here. There's one question you need to ask your mom, and I need to ask her too. The thing is, she won't talk to me. Your mom's doing naughty. The one question is, knowing everything she knows now, would she not marry me, your father? Would she not marry me? If she went back in time, would she just not engage? Just dismiss me, not talk to me, just go next, go around, find somebody else? Is that what she would do? If the answer is yes, I would understand. Let's see, how does that work? Would she marry me again, knowing what she knows? If the answer is yes, well, then she has some explaining to do. If the answer is no, she would not marry me, then you should ask why, specifically. Because I'm telling you the reason is she doesn't want to say who else she had sex with other than Greg Lawrence Johnson, Esquire, and at least one other person she wouldn't tell me, and it wasn't her first boyfriend, Mike. She made that clear. And she made the concept that she only had 2 boyfriends, she made that clear, but she did not make it clear that there was nobody else. So I highly suspect she had sex with somebody that wasn't her boyfriend, such as her brother or brothers, because your mom has falsely accused me of engaging in anal sex with my brothers. And she told me that in the presence of her own dad when I was asking her, if you think I'm doing this stuff, well, who do you think I'm doing it with? She goes, well, you tell me, you're the one that knows. I says, I'm not doing it. I don't do that kind of gross stuff. Why would you think this? And she couldn't tell me why she thinks that. She just says, because you do it. I was like, I don't do that. That's gross. It's the 3rd grossest thing a man could do. Anal sex. That's disgusting. So in the presence of Andrew Rezzo, your mom told me she had sex. No. She told me that I had sex with my brothers. She said, I know you have anal sex with your brothers. And my response in the presence of her and her dad was, I see. Well, then let's talk to them and their wives about it. And your grandfather Rezzo interrupted and says, no, we don't need to go there. We'll solve this another way. So he greased the skids for your mom to get diagnosed with a delusional disorder of the jealous type. She's lied about all this stuff under oath in court. That's felony. It's very relevant to her behaviors. She's defending her past sins with her brother as if they didn't exist. Now, what sins did she engage with her brother? Well, that's what she has to tell us now, doesn't she? Because she can't do all these crimes and not be accountable for it. Her father put her up to this. That is why Andrew Rezzo had your mother 302 me as a dangerous person on April 2nd, 2012, when I had nothing against your mother. I had no issues with your mom. I had no issues with her dad. Those two had issues with me because I was talking about things that they didn't want talked about, and that's why I told you 2 boys when you went off to school. I'm talking to you, Austin and Kyle. You were 19 and 17 years old, getting ready to go off to school, March 29 and March 30 in the year 2012. I said, be careful, Satan's coming. I knew that I was bringing stuff up that neither my dad, nor your mom, nor her dad wanted talked about. And so now, we got this donut hole. And my dad told me he was willing to write a letter. He said that Andrew Rezzo is not sincere. I said, thank you, Dad. I'm glad you finally admitted that. So I told my 3 youngest children that, and your mom interrupted and said, he did not. Grandpa Conacher didn't say that. My dad's a nice man. I didn't say her dad's not a nice man. I said, he's not sincere. Uh-oh, I'll be careful here.